Okay, you're
One last topic, and then we're going to show you what's in the Fall Fest packs and be done. We're getting near the end, but it's been exciting, and I hope you guys are having a really good time. I need to see something here. What does this thing say? Okay. We got a lot of participants. That's exciting. Okay, so we have one more topic. We're gonna finish up with the last topic, and then we'll show you guys the Fall Fest packs, and we'll hand them out and squeal and all that exciting stuff. Last topic, it's kind of important to me, and I want to talk to it. And I want you guys to grasp it, and I hope you do. Is I hear things sometimes that are a little disturbing to me. And that is, well, what's the Say Yes offer for next week? My host doesn't like the one this week. Yeah. So the Say Yes offer is just an add-on. It should never, ever, ever be why they sign up. In fact, half the time I forget to tell that it exists. And then, oh, by the way, you got this bonus thing. Not saying the Say Yes offer isn't amazing, but you should sign them up for the party. I mean, Stephanie and I were laughing and talking about that. Like, sometimes we don't even know what the Say Yes offer is because we're so like, we're signing them up to sell Tupperware at this party and they get this thing and this, all this, you know, like that is why you recruit. Not because the Say Yes offer and then, oh, I don't like the one this week, can we wait 2 weeks? Or you wait 2 weeks and they won't sign up at all. Like you just lost your window, right? Like your window is right this second. So I guess I want you to be, I'm not saying you can't show the Say Yes offer and it's the gimmick that you go to. So what the Say Yes offer is wonderful for is when they offer some big, huge promo and you go back to people and you go back to the ones you missed and you hit the ones you've never asked, but it's not at a, like, it's all of the kind of like extras. That's where you use that Say Yes offer. And that's a wonderful gimmick where it's where you put the post and say, would you like all of this for $15? Like that kind of stuff is what the Say Yes offer is amazing for. But at a party, when you're recruiting, you should just recruit them because it's the right thing to do and because you want more team members and because whatever. And oh yeah, by the way, you're signing up, you also get this cool bonus. You know, like as an aside, not because if you sell them on the Say Yes offer and that's the only reason why they should sign up today and they don't like it, you lost the recruit. You missed the point. Does that make sense? And it's a thing. It's a frustrating thing. It's funny because I know that, and that's how I operate. And we didn't always have Say Yes offers for one. It's kind of a newer thing the last couple of years. So we learned how to recruit without having the gimmick, if you will, right? So Stephanie and I were talking about it, and we were laughing, and she's like, "Yeah, they should just recruit him because, and that's like a bonus." And then I was asking Janelle about it, and she was laughing, and she was like, "Yeah, I forget to, you know, it's like we forget to tell them sometimes. Like it's just a thing, an add-on thing at the end of the conversation." Just a bonus. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. So I want to just be super clear and get this through, and I hope that I can say it in a way that you guys understand it, is that the recruiting process is, hey, you'd be really good at this. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? And it's that conversation. Ignore the Say Yes part. I mean, like flat out ignore it, because all it is in that scenario when you're recruiting your host is the opportunity for the whole thing to go south. I'm not kidding, because if you're like, you got to have the Say Yes offer, this is why you should join our team, whatever, I don't like that. Oh, well, that sucks. You know, like, but if you sign them up, I mean, I just think about who I signed up and who I train and how they operate, and I know that that's how they operate. I know that's how Stephanie operates. I didn't sign up to Janelle, but I did a lot of training with her, and she kind of came up in that same system. I know that Heidi recruits without the Say Yes offer all the time. Like, I mean, how many times do you forget to tell them it exists? I'm sure that never happens to you. Because I trained her, and because I taught her how to recruit at a party when you're talking to your host or Facebook party, it's the same thing. When Janelle's talking to somebody at a Facebook party, it's the same thing. She's having the same kind of conversations we're having at a home party. Is, oh my gosh, have you ever thought about doing this? You'd be so good. Here's the reasons why, and let's get you signed up, and this can be your grand opening party, and boom, boom. And then as you're signing them up, oh, by the way, you'll get a coupon loaded in your account, and you can get this cool, awesome thing, and you should have it. We just have to remember, and it matters to me so much so that you remember that you use that Say Yes offer for the Say Yes offer is for the gravy. It's for the ones you wouldn't have got otherwise. Does that make sense?
You also told me to say that the Say Yes offer is this month, and we don't know that they're ever gonna have it again.
It's true.
That this is a one-time thing, and they may have one next month, they may not.
So there is no guarantee that there is a Say Yes offer. And for years, sometimes we'd have one, sometimes we wouldn't. Sometimes it would only be some months or whatever. So there's never a guarantee. Just like there's never a guarantee we're going to continue on with the $39 down. That is not a guarantee. We've been running it now for a little while, but for years we didn't have any of that. So I never guarantee that this is, I always say, but right now there happens to be a promo and it ends on, whatever. So you get this bonus thing.
It wasn't even that long ago that there wasn't a Say Yes.
Not at all.
I didn't get one.
No, it wasn't normal to have a Say Yes. That's actually a newer thing. And I'm not saying there's anything against the Say Yes. It's amazing, and I am thankful for it, and it's wonderful for the things that it is. But the problem is you guys aren't using it correctly. Does that make sense? Because you're basing the whole recruiting conversation on it, and if you base the whole recruiting conversation on the Say Yes offer, and she doesn't like the Say Yes offer, he doesn't like the Say Yes offer, and then you've just lost your opportunity. It's over. Now try to convince him. Have a good time with that. Let me know how that works. You're not going to get it. So that's what I'm trying to say is it's the gravy, it's the extra, it's the add-on. Oh, by the way, bonus perk, you also happen to get this extra cool thing for $15. Like, even if you don't want it, that's a great Christmas present. Just like, woohoo, right? So I don't know if and don't say there's always one and there'll be a new one on Saturday. They don't know that. Don't tell them that. And there is no guarantee, by the way, that there is one. So be careful because you could misspeak and then you look really like, right? And if they're having a party, especially right now, you want to use that party as their grand opening party to get them started. So you can't have a party and then not sign them up and then, next Say Yes offer and I'll sign you up. But guess what? The party's already gone now. Now I just sold all your friends and family, but have a great business. You're going to suck. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Now, what I mean is it's going to be hard. I'm going to set you up for hard because you just worked your tail off and we got all these orders and I just took all that and now you're going to have to start kind of at the ground floor. So you want to start somebody when you've got all the excitement and you got the party and here's your start and you can have these bookings and blah, 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 not like 3 weeks later when you go, I like that Say Yes offer better, right? Remember, we don't care if they like it or don't like it. In 3 weeks, they can recruit somebody and be the recruiter and get the Say Yes offer. Sillies. Come on. So who cares if they like it or not? We sign them up now and they can recruit somebody next month if they like it and go, and the month after that, and the month after that. If they keep having them, which there is no guarantee. So I guess I just wanted to address that because it's very frustrating to me when I get that question. Hey, Kirsten, do you know what the Say Yes offer is next week? Because my person doesn't like it this week. I'm going to lose my mind. Right? Like, how do I answer back to you? Sign them up right this second. Who cares? Doesn't matter. No, I don't know. Just like you, it comes on Saturday. That's when we find out. And B, who cares? The recruiting should have nothing to do with that. By the way, they're not going to necessarily think there is one next week if you don't tell them that. So if it's just a, hey, this happens to be a bonus in addition to everything else you get, you should probably get it before it's gone. Not, oh, wait for the next one. You just killed your own recruit there, So I guess it's really, really matters to me that you guys understand that concept and you kind of look at signing people up and helping them get their business started as those are just extra, it's just gravy. That should have no impact whatsoever on whether you sign somebody up. They're getting a $350 or close to that kit for, could be $39, even $99. When else do you get Tupperware? What is that, 66% off or something like that, right? And it's all the good stuff. Like it's all the sampling of all the good stuff in the kit. You get all this good stuff. So they're already getting a swinging deal. So that alone is a great deal for giving Tupperware a try, right? Like if nothing else, if they're having a party, they're going to be the hostess and get all this free. I mean, there's all these reasons why, and I always say, and you get me, that's the real winner, right? And they laugh, ha ha ha, like, yeah, you think that now, you're in. But what I mean is like they're already getting the mother load package. So don't take away from it by saying, oh, well, there's this offer, but if you don't like it, there's another one, right? It doesn't work, clearly. So, and I just know that this conversation is out there, and that's I'm trying to like nicely. It honestly probably you didn't know any different. So it's not like, oh, you're wrong. It's that you didn't know. But my hope is that now you know. And if you know, you can not only do better, but you can train people to do better, right? When you know better, you do better. But in our team, when you know better, you do better and you train better. Because that train piece is really important when we're signing up 400 new people a month. Because 400 fresh bodies walk in the door knowing nothing. And if you don't train, if you sign up and don't teach, don't tell them, hey, by the way, this is how we do it, or don't mimic that, they don't know, right? Because they come in with no knowledge, and here we are again. So I guess it's just important to me. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Like why, how, when, all that? Okay. I just, and why is now the perfect time to sign somebody up? Does anybody know that?
There's never a bad time.
There is never a bad
I
time.
have
It's-
someone that-
No, I had a gal. So I did like 4 Facebook parties, which means I had 4 recruits last week because I hate Facebook parties. That's just not me. They're great. They're just not for me. So when I have them, I recruit them.
she
So I don't have
recruits
to do
them.
any of the bookings.
She recruits them and gives them all away.
So I know.
We
Right?
should have more Facebook parties.
So anyway, I was talking to this gal.
Once
In
again,
this
no
Facebook-
party people afraid of Facebook parties. Facebook people afraid of
I'm
hosts.
not afraid. I just don't like to do them. Because I don't like to do them. I don't do a very good job on them. I just know my
Except for
limits.
she recruited 4 people, so I think she
do
did
what
a
you're good at.
fantastic
That's
job.
all.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Yeah. So I was talking to this gal on a Facebook party, and she's like, I feel really guilty trying to sell something now because it's Christmas and people are, they're spending a lot of money and most of them don't even have any money for Christmas. I'm like, first of all, you're going to book parties with these people to help them get their Christmas shopping done for free. Okay. And then second of all, they're going to spend the money on Christmas anyway. Why not spend it with you? Right? And she's like, oh, well, I didn't really think of it. I know, right? What's your social security number? There's a little more finesse, but that was
This is why we love her. I mean, well, I told you guys about when so I asked me a question about my job. One time I was super frustrated. I was still a little snarky. Don't even really know why. Clearly came to the party with me. And I was just kind of laughing and just being a little off the cuff and not being quite as smooth, and I was like, so here's the thing, 1 out of 10 people join some sort of direct sales in-home type business, whatever. And I said, my job is to find which one of you, it is. I said, it'd be helpful if you just raised your hand now. And this girl's like, that's me. And I'm like, we'll talk later. And then we keep on, and I'm like, that was easy. And I was like, why don't I say that at every party, right? So I started saying that, and people would just start raising their hand. Oh, okay, all right. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So I'm like, my job is just to figure out which one of you guys it is and give you the information. You can do with it as you please. Be easier for me if you just raise your hand now. Say it. I'm not kidding. I'm just throwing it out there. That would be me. They raise their hand and you go, okay, we'll talk later. If there's anybody else, raise your hand too. We're good. It doesn't have to just be one. And we can break the odds here. So just remember that sometimes we get so hung up on, I don't want to push anybody. I don't want to whatever. And sometimes just say it out loud. I mean, Janelle says, oh, do you want to join my team? Oh, okay. Sometimes they just, you think, I've posted about it, I've talked about it, I've offered, and then one last time, oh, by the way, did you want to go ahead and give us business a try? Okay. When they've basically nicely declined you 14 times, and then you say it one more time, and they go, sure, what's that again? My favorite is when I talk to the host about it, head of the party, talk about it at the party ad nauseum. She sat there the whole time. Then I get to them and I go, okay, so now, did you want to go ahead and give this business a try? Now, what is that again? Like, there's no possible way that I wasn't so clear. Oh, well, you just go ahead. Oh, okay, sure, I guess.
Hosts are distracted though because they're trying to make sure all their guests are happy, so they sometimes miss the obvious things.
We'll go ahead and let that be.
Yeah.
I'm giving that grace. I'm like, come on. But seriously, so just don't be afraid, because it's very easy to sit there and go, well, I've clearly talked about it ahead of time. I've given her the options. I've talked about it at the party, so she clearly doesn't want to because I've talked about it. And then you ask one more time and they blow your mind. So, or they say something like, I kind of want to, but I'm a little stressed, or I'm not sure if I have something that kind of worry about. I'm like, what is your, what would you be worried about? My favorite one is, what happens if I have a whole bunch of parties and then I don't want to do them? Well, and you have to be really serious. You can't laugh out loud at them. It's rude. So, and you're like, really want to go, nobody ever quits with a full date book. What are you, crazy? I just found, oh, well, I've got this huge group of team that, you know, are always looking for parties. So if you're going to feel like you have a whole bunch and you don't really want to do them, you can go ahead and hand those back to me and I will happily disperse them. And they're like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Literally never had anybody quit with a full day book, ever. Just so for the record, but it's a valid fear and it has been said to me. We're actually there thinking it's going to be too expensive. I've got all these things in my mind that it's going to be for her, and I'm like talking to all these other things, and then she tells me she's worried she's going to have too many parties and not want to do them. Never, by the way, but okay. I know, whatever. So just remember that you know, say it again, ask the question again, be prepared for some wild answers or objections, and then know that now is a fantastic time to recruit. I know it seems weird, like, oh, it's November, maybe, you know, whatever. It's always a good time to recruit, but it's a fantastic time to recruit here now because people are getting ready for the holidays. People are stressed out about all the money that they're about to spend. Some people are trying to figure out how they can finagle between this credit card, that credit card, and that credit card for their children, for their family, for all the things. This is a real thing. And there's stress that they want their kids to have you know, listen, or their family, you want your kids to have everything in the world. You want them to feel like Christmas is amazing, but maybe life isn't as amazing as you'd like it to be, right? So instead of thinking, oh, I don't want to push anything on anybody, or it's the holidays, or it's Thanksgiving, nobody's going to want to sign up. This is actually the perfect time to sign up because they can go make money and change their Christmas world or their holiday world, or they don't celebrate anything, but they just need the cash, right? Everybody's out buying Christmas presents, might as well be buying it from you. Right? Honestly, people and people are, listen, I'd have a party on December 15th and it had nothing to do with Christmas and I'd still spend a fortune and you know, I'd just buy Fridge Smart or whatever because I would. So it doesn't necessarily even have anything to do with Christmas. People are just out spending. I mean, it just is what it is. People have rotting produce all year long, by the way. People have a disaster of a pantry all year long, by the way. So they're baking this time of year. They're pulling critters on accident out of their pantry and freaking out. Just throwing that out there. But also think about what kind of amazing start to next year you can get by signing somebody up now. So they sell through the holidays and they start next year, and what a wonderful 2019 it's going to be for them, right? And now is a great time to ramp up. So just don't sell yourself short. Now is a fantastic time. Really, really one of the best times because they're going into the holiday season with people that are pulling out their credit card left and right to buy things. Macy's doesn't shop. We're open 24/7, right? We don't even stop for the evening, right? I love to sleep and make money. Does anybody else like that? It's my favorite when I wake up in the morning and be like, I slept and made money. It's awesome. And you get orders and they're just there. Wake up and there's money, right? So it's fantastic. I mean, because the more you sell, the more customers you have, the more online sales you have, the more you'll have a party running and people message you with, like it just happens, right? The more you're out there. So now is a great time to build your business. Be careful not to get hung up on the Say Yes offer. Don't worry that right now that today the Say Yes offer just went up in price because remember the Say Yes offer is gravy anyway.
Whatever it's worth, a ton of money.
And $30 versus 15, who cares? It's still a fantastic bonus. And all it is a bonus. Who cares? You're going to sign them up to sell Tupperware. And by the way, you get this awesome, it's like Popcorn Trail with Stephanie. Oh, by the way, this was my favorite comment with her. Everything was, oh, by the way. And she was like, oh, really? Oh, really? And she said, I tried selling something else before and I couldn't get rid of catalogs and I just ran out of all these. Everybody wants my Tupperware catalogs. Can I get some more? Sure. I can send you some catalogs. I can hook you up, sister. You know? Oh, by the way, you get some sample ordering. Oh, by the way, right? So do remember to, oh, by the way, everybody on your team. Okay? It works. Popcorn trailing is fun. Because sometimes some people don't think they want to sell initially, but they have to accidentally sell. Right? Okay, so did anybody learn anything today?
Yes.
Isn't that exciting? Are you guys excited? Are you ready to go tear it up? But have the best fall ever? Yes, fall, winter, whatever it is. Is it fall? Whatever it is. Something? Fall until the 21st. Yeah, they're that. So I'm going to show you guys the Fall Fest packs, and then we're going to say goodbye to those that are online. How are you doing booking parties, by the way? You have until midnight. Who's getting record breaker packs from me? Anybody booked 10 parties yet? Stephanie's going to look. Who are you?
I just booked 2 pantry makeovers.
Did you? Dawn in the room, Dawn Hutner, just booked 2 pantry makeovers. Who's going to beat her?
My husband booked
Amy?
2 today.
Oh. Yes, Amy. Nicole just went for a party. Nice. And we got 2 right here. Yes, anybody else? You guys, I love it.
I'm like 1.5 too.
I love it. So Bonnie's here. Okay, this is a funny story. We love Bonnie's husband. He sometimes shows up at team meeting and then he comes up to get Bonnie's prize and he says, "I'm here representing Bonnie Steinkamp."
Yeah.
He's awesome. We love him. She never gets to see it. I feel like I should film it sometime because it's so fun. Because he's like, he always walks up dutifully, gets his thing. "I'm here representing Bonnie Steinkamp." She sent him to a vendor event so she could come today. He booked 2 parties for her. Nice job. I know. So I know. Well, he comes to Jubilee with us. He likes to party with us, but he just goes and books stuff for us. 29 online so far. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go. That's not enough. We need more. If you book a pantry makeover today, you can count it as a party. You have till midnight. All right. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. Does somebody want to, who's in the doorway? Heidi, do you want to grab me a Fall Fest deck and bring it out here so we can show everybody what they're getting? Oh, I got a third one. Dawn just got a 3rd pantry makeover. Who's beating her? Who's going to beat her? Dawn's like, "That's it, I gotta win, quick." Okay, Dawn, are you gonna tell each one of those hosts that if they have 3 people there to watch, you're gonna have a gift for them? Yep. There you go. All right, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Are you like, we should have probably had one ready. Whoopsies. Okay, so these are, oh, what are these called? Stephanie, what are these called? I forgot.
Smart cups.
No.
Serving cups.
No,
They say serving cups.
no, they're too small for that. But good try.
It's not serving cup.
They're serving cups, not serving center cups.
Serving cup.
It's a serving cup and you get 10 of them.
You get 10 of them. It says serving cup. They've been called something else though before.
I guess. it's
Not
the
right.
same. What's the mold number? Is it gonna be a snack cup or?
I am too old for that. Oh, while I'm waiting for Heidi to do this, because it's fun. Okay.
I don't even wrap this.
It's amazing. And it's so pretty. And it's thermal, and it keeps your coffee like burn your mouth out hot. Forever. For like ever and 5 more days. If you drink tea, you can put the tea in there and like keep it there and it doesn't come through into your mouth. If you're smart.
Well, I put it in the top part.
Oh, Janelle. Janelle put it in the top part, but we're not going to call her out on that. If you want cold, you can put cold and put. Okay, now Heidi's letting
It was
me know.
early in the morning.
You can put fruit in the bottom, and the fruit won't come up in your mouth either. So you can fruit infuse your water. Ooh, or celery and not celery. Yeah. Cucumber. Well, I personally think they're both disgusting, so they kind of fall in the same category. But anyway, you can fruit infuse, tea infuse, nothing infused, really. I just like drink coffee and it comes through the holes and who cares. But you can earn this. What? Take what out? Yeah, you can take them out, but then you have you can't screw the lid on. So what? No.
Take the infuser off the white part.
Can I tell you to push your thumb through the top so that
It's hard.
Other way. Put your thumb through the top. Yeah, and it pops up. I may or may not have never watched something live. That's awesome. It's so much better right now.
You're supposed to put the tea at the top, and then you take it off so it doesn't over infuse.
Well, I just stick it in the bottom and let it
Oh, I
float.
never knew that either.
I don't drink tea.
I tried to, but you also have to feel it really full. These people online are like, she's crazy. I am crazy, but I own it. It's those people that tell you they're not crazy. Watch out for them. Watch out for them. They're off the charts crazy. If you own it, it's okay to be crazy. So now, new rule. Look at that. It's not business. Who needs that thing anyway? Okay, anyway. You can earn this thing. Okay, hold on. How do you earn it? Okay. Where'd the food go? Over there. I need papers. Okay, so Oh, okay. Well, there's a couple things I gotta tell you. He's like putting together the pack. So you get those 10 servings cup things. And you get the 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the hinged lid modular mates called Signature Line. Okay, so that's what you're getting for your Fall Fest pack, but I gotta show you what you're earning right now. Because it's kind of exciting. What's today? November 10th? Yeah, so right now, this week only.
And that looks a lot bigger than the picture.
Yeah, the pictures are liars. So this is so if you hold it up to my head, you can kind of see like how big it is. We're not gonna stick with that. 200 in sales this week, and you get this for $5. $5. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but it's cool, and you should have it. But more importantly, who cares? Because it's on the way to the $400 this week, and you get that. That thermal thing is like $45 or something, isn't it? It's like crazy, huh? 30, 45 is close enough. Okay.
You don't get that.
All right, $5 with a $400 in sales this week. For $5, you get this. Are you guys excited? Woo! Everybody getting one? This is like the prettiest color it's ever made in the history of ever. I'm serious. Like, I don't even know if we're ever gonna. Sometimes we sell these things later in a different color, but never the color that we earned it in. By the way, I'm just throwing that out there. This is so cute. Look, it says like top by Tupperware. Aww. Okay, y'all need it. Okay. That is this week, and then next week you've got to have parties too, because next week you get 200 in sales. You get the silicone baking foam with the rim. You know what I would totally do with this? Because I don't bake ever, but I love to make chocolate dipped strawberries. Like, those are like my favorite thing ever, but I don't like peeling them off wax paper or parchment paper because that's a disaster. And then I'm like picking it off and it's not all coming off, and I'm saying not very nice things under my breath. But when you have cool things like this, it's just a dream, really. So this is what I'm gonna do for my chocolate dipped strawberries, and then I'm gonna eat them all, and it's gonna be amazing. Or brittle, or whatever you want to make chocolate dipped strawberries. $200 is you get that first one for $5. This is very strange looking, but it's $400 in sales, and it's calling it Add Silicone Baking Form Ovals. It looks like funky eggs, but here's what I'm thinking. Well, I know it's a big egg.
Chocolate.
Also, just hold on. There is a recipe, and it's on our page, where you can make your own Cadbury eggs. You guys know how to do that? So you put the chocolate in, and then you push your thumb in. That makes the little like hole, and then you like wad up some peanut butter mixture thingamajigger, stick it in the middle, and then you pop one out of the side and pop it on the other side, and you squish it, and you have your own homemade Cadbury eggs. Wow. This would be, that would what? It would be a ginormous Cadbury egg. They would absolutely love the Cadbury eggs, and you would really need to love what you put inside it. Because that would be a lot. So anyway,
Cool international videos on YouTube
and
from
then
other tube.
last but not least, whoops. And then the last week of the month, 200 in sales get you the winter and spring catalog lunch set, the new lunch. And you guys always love those lunch bags. You go nuts, so you need to earn it because $5 is a better price. And then this right here is travel and style. Okay, this is so cute. Can I just tell you? I'm actually contemplating switching my. I just bought one too. It's so annoying. Did it? Just kidding. Lies. Lies. If you earned it, it was amazing. Okay. Last but not least is the trench coat. Okay. I would like Bonnie to come up here for just a second. Stephanie, can you switch out really quick? Can you switch out the thing? Yeah. And I need, it matters to me that you see this. Because I want you all to earn this trench coat. It's super, super, super cute. And I want you to see how tiny Bonnie is. She's adorable and like this big around. Okay? And I just want to make a point here. It's an important point. Okay. First, she's going to put this on for you so you guys can see. She's a great model. Because I took a picture. Yeah. I did, but this is more fun. Look Okay. This is a 2X.
What?
Oh.
I'm telling you that so that when you order it, you don't all hate me because you don't understand that that's a 2X. It is really probably a medium.
Lies.
Lies. It's all lies. I'm not kidding. It's at least 2 sizes, if not 3 sizes, incorrect. So when I'm telling you that, so when you order it, because you should order it because it's an adorable coat, order it in
like 8X.
not having your fat shaming thing here, but like you're just gonna have to, I'm just saying it's super, super cute and it's actually really comfy material, but it is clearly not sized appropriately. And not even like I ordered a 2X because I usually wear an XL, but sometimes I wear like if it's a little tight, I'll do a 2X. So I ordered it up thinking it'll be a little big, and if it's too big, whatever. I can barely get my arms in it, and I'm like, I was like, I had to Braxton like pull it off. I was like, I can't even. I wanted to take a picture of how funny it was me trying to like, and I couldn't get my arms out of it. I was like, this isn't funny, but it's really funny. The picture wouldn't quite do the pain justice. So I just want you guys to know it's adorable and it's got the print of the lunch bag. Do you guys like it? It's actually really cute. Just clearly not sized appropriately. So a 2X is really like a medium.
What's the biggest size?
Small.
I have no idea. Well, that's a little bit I got her. I think one size smaller would have fit her. Go like this. See, can you do it? Yeah. Because this is pretty awesome. This is kind of me. It's a little tight, right?
Yeah, there's no.
No, there wasn't even kind of coming around.
Not
Like,
even
it was
close.
not-
And I normally wear it.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, and I don't even think the next size up would be like you really. It's at least 2, maybe 3 sets. So I'm only telling you because I don't want you to be all angry like I was. Not angry. I'm on a business leader chat of a lot of angry people that got like sample sizes and they're like, I can't even showing me pictures of their like kids in the jug. It's not funny. Not funny at all. Anyway, so that's all I was going to show you guys. We're going to go tear it up. You guys hopefully had a great day today. I love seeing you guys. Thanks for coming and joining us, and we will say goodbye to you. Can't wait to see what you do.
They want to see Fall Fest.
I already showed them.
Oh, no, you didn't show them those containers. You only showed them the little cups.
Sorry, just kidding. Why? I'm not really leaving them here forever. Okay. This is the Fall Fest pack. This is the 4. Plus the 10, what do we call them again? Serving cups. Really cute little bowl things. There's 10 of them. And this, which is kind of awesome, and you're all getting it. So, well, I mean, unless you didn't like pay for it, get around to it on time. Sorry for you. It's you lose. Okay. All right. So hopefully that's it. You guys are good? Yay. Okay. See you all. Have a great rest of your
Drawings.
Oh, drawings. Just kidding. I'm never leaving. I'm just here for all of that. Just here, hanging out. Hopefully y'all, you have until midnight to book your 10 parties to get a record breaker pack for me. Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Custom kitchens count. Just saying that too.
Michelle Kalkowski.
Michelle Kalkowski, are you on?
She is.
If you're on, message Stephanie Meester right now and be like, what? I'm amazing.
And Vicky Ullman.
And Vicky Allman, are you on? Winners show up. If you're watching this recorded later, you're going to hate it. Okay. Bye. Love you. Go. Mwah, mwah. All right. See you. All right. Let's see. Hold on. We got to end meeting.